Hey, metalheads, welcome to another Battle of the Bands. Who's up?
It's the Battle of Waterloo.
Oh,
Can you
Lord.
believe a better theme? And we have Running Wild and Orden Ogen as the two versions.
Old and new Germans
Yeah, exactly.
squaring off.
Pirate metal, as sometimes they're called, but this is not a pirate theme. So Running Wild have made their names as the pirates of the metal world together with Ailstorm.
Pirates of the Metal Being.
Yeah, but this is not it. And Orden Ogen were probably very inspired by Running Wild because they have a couple of songs of Pirate 3, including We Are Pirates. So I think that's kind of the connection. However, in this...
Oh, I'm drinking German beer. Didn't even think about that.
You see,
Was not planned.
it comes natural. It comes natural because the Germans make a couple of things amazing,
Yes.
and beer and metal is one of these things. This is an interesting thing as well. We were talking about a while back about no metal songs being about Napoleon. If you remember in our review of the band Crystallion, that had several songs and actually a whole album dedicated to Napoleon and the Napoleonic Wars. They were more the exception than the rule,
Yeah, I
even though it's
remember
like an epic
In that video,
moment.
I couldn't think of it, but then one of the commenters
Yeah.
saved us with Civil War, I Will Rule the Universe.
Which is
an
a
exception.
great example, and I think the only other one that I can think of is this one, the Battle of Waterloo. The song was initially composed by Running Wild, and it's launched in 1989. And it's a real epic and historically accurate, I have to add, account of the Battle of Waterloo.
Because that's where Napoleon was imprisoned, right?
It's in 1815, and that's the end of Napoleon as a public figure. We will see a fan video with excerpts from a epic movie that is not connected to the song, but that fits very well with the song, in which we will see the actual battle scenes. I mean, the film version of the actual battle. So that will give us more of a historical context. But it's a very long song, so I say let's go and listen to it. It's really very interesting. I'll stop here, and it's definitely worth to bring it up.
Subtítulos Español. See the dude slay the bagpipe player
Yeah.
on his knees?
Yeah.
Low blow.
Well, you have to kill the
Go for the
moral of
bagpipe
the
player.
enemy. You know, the
It's a
bagpipes.
weak kill.
You know, how many were killed that day? One of the bloodiest battles in the history of the European power struggles. So
Yeah.
definitely
Reminds me
deserving.
quite a bit of Iron Maiden. Maybe because of all the flag-carrying troops, but in some places. Kind of.
Well, it's 89. Also, think about that.
Yeah.
It's again kind of that spirit of time, and I also think of this. Also, the guitar solos. That there's a lot of guitar in it. Not so much narrative, right? It's kind of long drawn. Yeah, I admit it, but I think also because of the video, it doesn't feel that it's 7 minutes and 20 seconds or whatever. I think it feels a little bit faster. So yeah, this is epic, really very, very nice. I think one of the best historically themed battles and one of the few
Yeah, I
battles
was
in
thinking,
Napoleon.
I mean, now it's kind of, everyone's singing about, military history, but I don't know how much that was going on in 89.
No, I think they were quite pioneering and for Running Wild, also a bit of a change from their pirate, typical pirate fare. So 20 years after, in 2000,
Well, the French had a pirate history.
the French had
Jean Lafitte down
no,
in New Orleans.
they had a pirate history. They
Oh,
were,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Fighting the British down there?
that's a history I
the
don't quite
swamps?
know. Really?
Oh, yeah. Look up Jean Lafitte. Cool dude. Running Wild should write a song about Jean Lafitte.
Maybe they already did and we don't know it.
Oldest bar
Because of
in
the
the French
pirates?
Quarter. Yeah. Jean Lafitte's blacksmith shop. Get a purple drink.
That's
Anyways.
funny. The pirates. It's such a now we have a totally different reference frame. Anyway, so 20 years after the 1989 release of this Battle of Waterloo, came a tribute album to Running Wild, and on that album, Orden Ogan made their own version of this song. So
AI-powered pirates.
yeah, it's totally different. This is, I think Gordon Ogan changed a little bit their style and focus, as you guys can know more in our band review in an episode we dedicated to this new generation of German power metal. But they were definitely inspired by Running Wild in general, and I think that was their way to simply recognize this heritage. So we're listening to just the soundtrack from Orden Ogan version of the battle, and it's different. So it's not a simple acknowledgement; it's an interpretation.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
fading away.
MySpace.com.
That didn't age well.
Wow.
Yeah, those were the days.
MySpace.
2009. Think of this, 2009. Did you have a MySpace account?
Oh, yeah, my MySpace account.
I did not.
I don't think in 2009. Facebook had swallowed it by then. But MySpace was still geared towards music back then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one.
What
That
do
is
you
a
think?
tough one. I think I can never say the name.
Orden?
Orden Ogan.
Correct. The Order or the Fear. Think about that.
Or is it Orgon? Odin? Anyways, Odin. Smoother.
Yeah.
Much smoother.
Also a bit folksier, right?
Definitely folksier.
With that rhythm at the beginning.
Yeah. I lean towards, that's tough. I think the instrumentals I liked the kind of Iron Maiden-y thing. Agree, disagree with that. But then also, I think it works better in this smoother version. But I like the vocals in the first.
Yeah, it's hard to split it.
I think
you can also just say vocals wins in Running Wild
No,
and
you can't.
instruments.
There must be one winner, and it is...
the winner takes it all.
I'll go with Odin.
Ogan.
Orden Ogan
Correct.
for this one. What about you?
I'm going with Running Wild. I like exactly what you mentioned, this kind of narrative. It's a narrative song. It's about the battle. It's about the casualties. It's about the suffering. And I like that intro with the bagpipes quite a lot. And I like the absence.
Yeah, but he got slayed
Oh, that was the movie.
on his knees.
That was the movie. Remember, this is an artistic interpretation on top of the music. But anyway, I think it fits the battle theme and the narrative that comes with it. And I liked. I just like the storytelling basically in the Running Wild original, even though I also very much liked Orden Ogan, and I recognize the licks of the guitar. They're so typical. This is something that has not changed. They changed the theme, as I mentioned when we did the review, that they have something about pirates, and they have something about gunmen in the Wild West, and they have something about AI and whatnot. They narratives change, but the sound stays relatively constant, and one of the constants is the licks of the guitar, and I really like that. But as we have to pick only one and we cannot split the vote, then I will give mine to Running Wild in this one. But I think part of my inspiration for choosing this was given by one of you guys, Setum. I really thank you for putting Running Wild more on the front burner for me. So yeah, thanks for this tip. And if you guys have any other tips for similar battles, also as you see, quite distant in time, 80s, 2000s, contemporary, whatever, doesn't really matter. Just let us know in the comments. And again, make sure that you're subscribed and notified so you know when your battle is going to be on if we decide to run with that one.
Yeah, split decision. Interesting.
Let's see how you swing. But again, let us know. But until then,
May your swords stay sharp.
End your quest and in glory. Not like the Battle of Waterloo.